What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. Today we're making pizza on the PizzaQue, which is on the Weber kettle. I got my pizza dough, mozzarella cheese, red peppers, black olives, pizza sauce, pizza dough, and all that good stuff. And as you can see, we're heating up the kettle right now to bring it up to temp to get ready to make some pizza. And today we're gonna be just using Kingsford Original. It seems to do pretty well when you're making pizza in the kettle. And I got some olive wood chunks that I'm gonna have go along with that for the flames, just for that extra wood fired flavor. As you can see, I got some flour sprinkled over the countertop here. Not too much, but just enough to keep things from sticking. As the coals are almost ready, I'm gonna go ahead and dump them into the PizzaQue in a halfway circle. Just kind of get those coals all in there nice and as even as you can. And then right now, as you can see, I'm just trying to level out the charcoal, around the edges, just to make sure everything is even. And then I'm pouring my unlit coals right on top of that, just for that extra heat. So we're gonna go ahead and let this come up to temp, let these coals catch as well before we start cooking. And right now I have my pizza stone in my gas grill, just preheating pretty much. And I got my gas grill on low, so that's about 450 degrees for me to 500 degrees, maybe 525. So it'll be nice and preheated already once this kettle comes up to temp. That way we don't have to waste this charcoal and just let it, preheat in here. Now, as you can see, the coals are almost ready, so I think it's time to drop the wood chunks on, get that pizza stone out of the gasser, put it right on in here. And right here, please forgive me on the camera angle. I'm trying to hold the camera and put things in. It's kind of hot. So I'm just putting my wood chunks in the kettle right now on top of the coals. And after the wood is all on top of the coals, I'm going to go ahead and slide that stone back. That way it fits all the way to the back as it should. Go ahead and drop this lid on, and then we're going to let these wood chunks catch, and we'll be ready to make some pizzas. Stay tuned. Oh, just a mistake I made that I wanted to show you. I showed you the top of that vent. Just make sure you have those vents closer to all the way open at the top to keep those flames going on those wood chunks, or else they will go out pretty quick. So yeah, that top vent, make sure you just have it open all the way or close to all the way and let it come up to temp. And right here you can see I'm looking from inside the house, looking outside. I'm starting to see those wood chunks catch. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making a pizza. And of course, I already have the flour on top of the countertop, as you've seen earlier, and I explained to you earlier what was going on. And right here, we're gonna get this pizza dough out of here. Sprinkle a little more flour on it. I already have flour on it, but just a little more to make sure it's not sticking. And we're just gonna stretch this dough out. I'm not gonna bore you to death with making this pizza, so I'm just gonna go ahead and speed things up here. That way we can get to slapping it in the oven. Make sure you spread that out, um, or toss it if you can. I'm still new to this, so I'm still learning. I just did it the best way I knew I could. So if you know any better ways or any tips or advice, just drop down in the comments. Let me know. And guys, I also made sure I had my pizza dough sitting out for at least 45 minutes to an hour. So it's almost room temperature, pretty much is room temperature before I start building the pizza. And again, make sure your pizza peel, wood pizza peel is better. Make sure it's floured. As you can see, I add my sauce, my cheese. And today I just wanted to keep it simple. Just bell pepper and black olive, like I said earlier. Top it as you like, pile it up, load it up, pepperoni, sausages, whatever you like. But today this is what we're doing, so I'm gonna keep it simple. And before you slide that pizza into that oven, make sure once you get it all built out, make sure you pull it out and get it nice and shaped how you want it shaped. Sometimes it does draw back a little bit. Slide it on in and you shouldn't have no problems with sticking as long as you're using that wood pizza peel to slide it in. And look at her now, let her rip. And right now we are cooking at about, I want to say it's about a good 600 degrees inside of the kettle. I know that pizza stone is probably still sitting around maybe like 550-ish, which is perfect. And this is how it turned out. Nice crisp, nice crunch, as you can hear. Nice and crispy on the bottom. Not too bad for my first pizza. And we're gonna try it again. I'm not gonna show you how to make the pizza all over again. I think that'd be kind of boring. So here's the second pizza. Just put that in and it's going. Looks like the flames are kind of dying. I didn't adjust those vents until later on. So as you can see, that's when I opened the vents and the fire came right back up. So I opened the vents a lot more and the fire came back. It's actually burning pretty well now. Just pull it out, turn it around. And ladies and gentlemen, these pizzas cook pretty fast, especially when you preheat that stone before you stick it in there. Each pizza probably takes only 3 to 4 minutes, just depending on how hot you run your PizzaQue and how hot that stone is. Make sure that stone is preheated before you slide it in the kettle. It helps out a lot, I promise you. And here's that second pie. Came out a little different, little crispy crust. Not too bad. Still got a lot of work to do. I'm gonna slice it up here and let you see how it turned out. Let you get an idea of how it looks, how that cheese melted. Came out pretty decent. So, oh, look at that. Cheese is just sliding off. Beautiful. Really good. Nice, crispy, flaky crust. Real airy around the edges on the crust. And that's it, fellas. Like and subscribe.